Hey, this is Short Circuit 1 talking about Squad. Normally I don't do essay videos, but after having played over 650 hours of Squad, I've noticed Squad has a few problems. Well, actually a lot of them, but the issue I'm looking at in this video is FOBs and building. FOBs and building have been a key component of Squad since the beginning, and both systems are inseparably linked. However, as time has passed, there have been many changes to how FOBs work, but very few to how building works. Yet the two are still connected, which brings us to the issues I wish to discuss. What is a FOB meant to be, and what is the point of building? As for question 1, what do I mean when I say, what is a FOB meant to be? Is a FOB supposed to be a base, or is it just another spawn point? Now, if you've played Squad for any length of time, you'll know FOBs are just used as a spawn half in the forest behind the objective. However, if you look at the marketing, the Kickstarter, and older versions of the game, FOBs seem to be used as actual bases. Bases that you were meant to fortify and defend, where the defenses you built actually had an effect on the flow of battle. So, which is a FOB supposed to be then? Honestly, I don't know, because to me, it appears the game is having an identity crisis between concept and reality. The concept being that FOBs are supposed to be a player-constructed linchpin for your defenses, and the reality that the game actively discourages this with its current mechanics. So what mechanics are causing this divide in how FOBs are portrayed versus how they're used? Orders and jumping, build cost and time, commander abilities, and 8 players in 80 meters. It is my opinion that these things culminate to create the current reality where FOBs are primarily used as spawns only, rather than as bases. So why is that the case? Mortars can currently destroy any emplacement you build on a FOB, often with only a couple of hits. Combined with the fact that your opponent can jump over any wall you build, makes building feel rather worthless. Now, out of all the problem mechanics, I believe these are the least egregious, as there's actual counterplay. For mortars, you can build your own mortars and attempt counter battery, or communicate with your team to try and destroy the enemy mortars. For jumping, you can build razor wire, or just be vigilant and shoot anyone who climbs over the wall. The other mechanics, I'm not so sympathetic for, as they're hard baked into the game, and there's nothing you can do about them. Build cost is a rather simple problem to explain, as the cost of building a squad is too high for what you get out of them, and combine this with a build time of eternity for some buildings, it's no wonder why people avoid building. The final two mechanics I'm going to discuss, in my opinion, are what directly kill the use of FOBs as defensive bases. I've always thought the commander role was an interesting addition to Squad. The idea of having a single player coordinating the attack and defense of each objective seems really useful, because it is, at least when it's done correctly. However, in most public matches, it's not done correctly, and the commander role is relegated to being nothing more than a Call of Duty kill streak every 15 minutes. It is these kill streaks that not only serve as the most potent weapon against FOBs, but also form the crux of the second problem. What is the point of building? As with one click of the mouse, your defenses are gone with the blast wave. There's nothing you can do about it. The last mechanic is relatively new in its current iteration, but serves as just another thing that prevents FOBs from being used as proper defensive bases. The ability to proxy a hab with 8 players at 80 meters effectively ensures that you should never put the FOB on the objective, but rather half hidden in the forest behind the objective where any defenses you build don't actually help, and if anything just make it easier for the enemy team to find. Since we've discussed all the problem mechanics, let's run through this real quickly. You can't build the FOB on the defense objective, or else it'll get immediately proxied. If you do anyway, it will cost an arm and a leg to build anything, and take an eternity to do so. Then, of course, anything you build will likely be destroyed with a single click of the mouse, or ignored with a press of the spacebar. So, if FOBs aren't meant to be defensive bases, but rather disposable spawn points, what is the point of building? Since the current mechanics effectively make putting a FOB on the defense objective suicidal, you'll never be building where it's most effective, and instead you'll be forced to build behind the objective, where it serves no strategic value, and effectively guarantees the enemy commander will destroy it. So if buildings can't be placed where they're needed, and get destroyed whenever they're placed, what is the point of building? Honestly, I don't know. To me it seems like building is a complete waste of time in most matches, as it wastes logi trucks and player bodies that could be on the objective. And in the few cases it is useful, it is on one objective, on one layer, of one map, which depending on the map rotation, may never even come up. Well, no video essay or rant is complete without offering up your own half-baked solutions to fix the problem. Now, although I believe all the ideas I present would totally fix the problem, I don't think any one by itself could fix the issue, and that would take some combination of the ideas I present to completely fix the issue. So, Idea 1. A slight mortar nerf. Basically just make it where the mortar can't damage structures that are made of HESCO blocks. Idea 2. New constructibles. Make a new sandbag line that's slightly better. These superior sandbags should be double or triple thick and immune to mortar damage at the cost of being more expensive, as well as add razor wire toppers you can put on top of walls so people can't jump over them. Maybe make it where you can put them on top of like walls you build or walls that are already on the map. Idea 3. Lower build costs and build time on every non-lethal building. Here's a screenshot of an idea if you want to actually see what changes I propose. Pause the video. Yeah. Idea 4. Nerf all commander artillery into being a mortar barrage and then combine that with idea 1. Idea 5. Get rid of commander artillery completely and replace it with a less lethal, more team-friendly ability, such as the ability to spawn a transport truck and or MRAP equivalent on the map. Maybe for conventional factions you could add like a cool airdrop animation wherever the commander drops it. Same thing goes for maybe the ability to drop supplies of ammo or build onto a FOB of their choice, or just even onto the map and you could build a new FOB at that location. Or something crazy like emergency reinforcements. Say you're a full hour into a match and no one's won yet. Pop this ability and your team gets 30 tickets and a Logi truck at main for one last push. Idea 6. Drop 8 players in 80 meters in favor of the more enemies near the hab, the longer it takes to spawn in. So, yeah, in conclusion, the current mechanics in the game force FOBs into being behind the line spawns rather than defensive juggernauts used to actually protect the objective. Other than that, yeah, this is Short Second One saying goodbye. Subscribe to my videos if you like them, and I'll see you later.